Okay, hold on to your tiaras because this is not your average royalty. This isn't just scandal, it's a royal earthquake. What was supposed to be a fairy tale turns out it might have been the biggest plot twist Buckingham Palace has ever seen. So picture this: the royal wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Glamour, global attention, everyone's eyes glued to their screens waiting for the kiss, the dress, the I do. But behind that fairy tale, oh no, something way darker was brewing. And now, years later, boom, a royal insider has finally come forward. Not a random source, not a tabloid whisper, an actual senior palace insider, under oath, with receipts. And what they revealed? Meghan wasn't just stepping into the royal family with big dreams. She came in with a plan, a cold, calculated plan to replace Kate Middleton. Yes, you heard that right, before the wedding even happened. According to this insider, who was there helping plan the big day, Meghan told palace aides during early prep meetings, and I quote, "There's no reason I can't be more relevant than Kate. The public will love me more. They already do." What is happening? She wasn't just dreaming of tiaras, she wanted the spotlight. The power. And apparently she truly believed the monarchy needed her more than she needed it. One tweet that resurfaced after the leak summed it up perfectly. "This is chilling. Meghan didn't just want to marry in. She wanted the throne beside her, not behind." And wait, it gets messier. Palace staff were reportedly shook by Meghan's early diva moves. She said no to traditional wardrobe guidelines, demanded solo public appearances before even being married, and insisted her name go above Kate's in official joint appearances. I mean, who does that? But here's the kicker. Meghan apparently started assembling her own team. PR agents, stylists, media consultants, a whole squad behind palace walls. Their goal, not just to support her, but to rival and eclipse Kate. One tweet called it out, "Why would a fiancé be building a media empire behind palace walls? This goes beyond adjusting to royal life." And then came March 2018. Meghan's big branding meeting, just 2 months before the wedding. Allegedly, she showed off draft documents, rebranding decks, and one mock headline read, "The New People's Princess, How Meghan Markle Modernizes the Crown." Oh, you thought that was just media hype? No, babe. She wrote that herself. The documents weren't just Pinterest mood boards. They were actual mock press pieces, social media strategy, comparisons with Kate's press coverage, approval ratings, the whole 9 yards. There were folders named things like Future Duchess, Present Leader, and Princess Energy. Who does that? And in one rehearsal moment that literally made the courtroom gasp, Meghan allegedly said, "If they're smart, they'll start shifting things my way. This family needs a new main character." A royal main character? We are in a Netflix original now. But even with her flashy public presence and all that Hollywood love, Meghan had a problem. Kate. Because no matter what, internal polls showed Kate was still the most trusted royal woman. Ouch. So what did Meghan do? She allegedly started playing the long game, quietly lobbying for Kate to be left out of certain events. Staff who didn't play along mysteriously rotated out. Meanwhile, Meghan's US-based PR team started pushing her as the modern royal, a self-made working-class success, and subtly shading Kate as the privileged princess. It wasn't just strategy. One tweet nailed it. It's giving soft sabotage. Craft the public image first, then slowly push the rival out of frame. And then came April 2018, Meghan's secret lunch with a BBC producer. Why? To discuss her narrative. She didn't ask for approval. She just scheduled it behind the palace's back. When the palace found out, shut it down immediately. But the damage? Already done. Now, the question everyone was waiting for. Did Meghan ever speak about replacing Kate? And the insider took a breath and then said, yes. The courtroom? Silent. Apparently, after a private wedding dress fitting, Meghan looked the insider in the eye and said, "This is bigger than just marriage. I wasn't made to stand beside her. I was made to stand instead of her." People gasped. And just like that, years of speculation weren't just gossip anymore. This wasn't a rivalry, it was a blueprint. Now let's talk wedding day. Meghan allegedly tried to change the seating chart to pull focus away from Kate and William and spotlight her Hollywood inner circle. Yes, she wanted George Clooney and Oprah front and center, and Kate's family pushed off to the side. When that was denied, Meghan flipped. She reportedly emailed palace staff saying, "If they want the world to care about this family, they better make room for evolution, because that's me." Mic drop. And then came the infamous bridesmaid dress drama. You remember, the tabloids claimed Kate made Meghan cry? Well, according to this insider, it was the other way around, and Meghan weaponized it right before the wedding. She allegedly said if someone didn't correct Kate's tone, she'd let the press run wild. One tweet put it plain. It wasn't a bridesmaid dress issue, it was a power play. Meghan needed a story that made Kate look bad before the wedding. But wait, Meghan wasn't done. After the wedding, she reportedly told the insider that was the first act. Just wait till Act 2. Excuse me, Act 2? That's when everything started clicking. Because apparently Act 2 was the takeover. She started requesting solo appearances that conveniently overlapped with Kate's events. One internal email showed Meghan's team scheduling a National Gallery visit just 30 minutes before Kate's own charity unveiling. Coincidence? Please. Even palace staff saw through it. And Meghan? She kept pushing. She hired a PR consultant, not on royal payroll, to monitor Kate's press and pitch counter articles like "Why Meghan is the royal role model modern women relate to." One had a subtitle that read, "Forget fairy tales. Real royalty is earned, not inherited." And we thought this was about love. At one point, Meghan reportedly pushed for communications independence. She didn't want to share PR with Kate. And when asked why, she said, "If I'm going to build something bigger, I can't be buried beneath her image." That's when alarm bells went off. One senior advisor reportedly told others, Meghan wasn't trying to be the next Kate. She was planning to make Kate obsolete. And now, with the benefit of hindsight, when Meghan and Harry stepped back from royal duties in 2020, it wasn't a retreat, it was a reset. Inside Frogmore Cottage, Meghan was allegedly overheard saying, "They can keep their titles. I'll build something bigger. And when I do, no one will be checking for Kate anymore." And she meant it. And honey, she wasn't bluffing. Because right after the wedding, while the world was still swooning over royal kisses and fairy tale gowns, Meghan was allegedly already planting seeds. According to The Insider, she started reaching out to US-based PR firms. The goal? Shift the narrative from future Queen Kate to modern survivor Meghan. And get this, one leaked proposal literally had this phrase underlined 3 times. Contrast self's position against the crown, not within it. I mean, how much clearer can it get? Then came the moment that made palace insiders scream. Meghan was reportedly told a joint appearance with Kate was being planned, to present a united front. What did Meghan allegedly say? Why make the same appearance when I can make a bigger impact solo? That joint event? Canceled? And behind the scenes? The whispers were turning into full-blown alarm bells. A senior courtier reportedly wrote a confidential memo to Prince William warning, "There's a long game playing out, and your wife may not be the only royal in the crosshairs." Yes, they used the word crosshairs. Let that sink in. Then, boom, Meghan's guest edit of Vogue, celebrated publicly for being progressive and diverse. But behind palace doors? Rage, because Meghan left Kate completely out of it, despite Kate's 10 years of work in early childhood. That wasn't an oversight. It was a direct hit. A tweet summed it up best. No Kate in the Forces for Change issue. That wasn't an oversight. That was a power play. By late 2019, the Cold War was over. This was open warfare, even if the public didn't see it yet. Meghan's next move, she allegedly reached out to 2 major PR consultants with ties to Netflix and Vanity Fair. Their task? Reframe the narrative, pitch Meghan as not just the fresh voice of royalty, but the alternative to Kate. One of the consultants reportedly warned the palace, "She's not asking how to align with Kate. She's asking how to outrank her in the public imagination." A tweet exploded. "She was plotting a media overthrow before her honeymoon was even over. That's not ambition. That's obsession." Oh, and Meghan allegedly questioned Kate's abilities to handle her future role. Not just in conversation, but in official briefing documents. She kept using the phrase, "The monarchy needs a pivot." And spoiler, she wasn't planning to do it with Kate. Now, this next part is just jaw-dropping. One internal email shown in court had Meghan highlighting global press comparisons between her and Princess Diana. Then she added a handwritten note underneath, "Now imagine that, but with power." Cue. Total silence in the courtroom, and apparently that was the moment Prince William's household stopped giving Meghan the benefit of the doubt. After that, everything changed. Then came something that shook even the most seasoned royal reporters. The palace security team drew up a risk assessment, not for Meghan's safety, but for her behavior. The subject? Emerging behavioral patterns and potential destabilization of public image hierarchy. Translation? Meghan was being monitored for royal sabotage. And oh, it gets messier. Meghan allegedly tried to convince a UK tabloid editor to twist Kate's image, not to support her, but to make her look outdated, traditional, out of step with modern motherhood. The editor said number. But Meghan didn't stop there. In private, she reportedly said, "The real issue isn't Kate, it's her mother. She taught her how to play the long game." Yep, Carol Middleton was now on her radar. This wasn't a spat, it was a slow-motion character takedown. According to The Insider, Meghan's goal wasn't the throne. She wanted to dismantle the path to it. A document called The Pivot Plan laid it all out. Global visibility greater than protocol, personal brand greater than institution, empathy greater than entitlement, future greater than tradition. And the final dagger. If I'm positioned as what the crown should be, she becomes what it was. Inside the palace, total silence. No one dared speak out, because if they pushed back, Meghan might go nuclear. Then came the chilling courtroom moment. Did Meghan ever intend to support the royal hierarchy? The insider didn't flinch. No, she intended to redefine it. And she knew Kate was the obstacle. Gasps. One secret 2018 palace memo confirmed it. Markle appears to be engineering parallel public perception with the intent to invert hierarchy. Kate is the first domino. And it gets worse. Meghan allegedly told her team to push solo humanitarian campaigns just 3 months post-wedding. One leaked email read, "Kate needs the crown to matter." I don't. She wasn't just carving a lane, she was trying to bulldoze the whole road. Then came the final blow, a 2021 email to her US publicist, now submitted in court. Subject, "The crown is a costume." Body, "They wear titles. I build narrative. They cling to tradition. I own the future. Kate is the past. She'll always be the safe bet, but the world doesn't reward safe anymore." It went viral. Twitter exploded. Meghan never planned to be part of the family. She planned to redefine it. So, what did the royals do? According to the insider, they waited. They took the hits. They hoped the public would see through it. But this wasn't just a PR war anymore. According to a quiet MI5 source, when reputational sabotage meets global media power, it becomes a national security concern. And finally, the tweet that said it all. Kate stayed silent. Meghan built a brand. But now, the receipts are speaking. If this is true, the royal family didn't just survive scandal, it survived a silent coup. What happens next? That's the only question left.